Welcome to a space that is often overlooked yet profoundly meaningful, the entryway. This is the first place a guest steps into, the first impression your home imparts, and the first pause in the rhythm of daily life. The entryway is more than a corridor or a foyer, it is the stage where architecture, design, and human experience intersect. It is a space that quietly shapes mood, guides movement, and communicates personality before a single word is spoken. Imagine opening a door after a long day. The world outside, its noise, its rush, its demands, falls away. You step into a space that immediately tells you, you are home. Here, every material, every color, every detail works in harmony to welcome, to guide, and to inspire. A well-designed entryway balances function and beauty, serving as a hub for organization, a canvas for style, and a sanctuary for the senses. In this video, we will journey through the art of entryway design. We'll explore how flooring, lighting, textures, colors, and decor shape first impressions. We'll uncover the psychology behind human experience at thresholds, the rituals of arrival and departure, and the subtle ways scent, sound, and light influence perception. From minimalist modern apartments to grand luxury foyers, from rustic cottages to culturally inspired entrances, the principles remain universal: welcome, flow, and meaning. Step through the threshold with us. Let's discover how this often underestimated space can define the way we experience a home, transforming mere entrances into places of beauty, function, and emotional resonance. Your journey into the world of entryway design begins here. The first impression. The entryway is more than just a passage into a home. It is the first impression, the very first glimpse into the personality of the house and the people who live within it. When a guest crosses the threshold, it is here, in this seemingly simple space, that they encounter a preview of everything that lies ahead. An entryway carries with it a sense of welcome, of transition, of pause. It bridges the bustling world outside with the intimate haven inside. Designing this space is not just about decor, it is about shaping a mood, creating an atmosphere, and telling a story from the very moment the door opens. Imagine standing at a doorway and stepping into a home where the flooring immediately catches your attention. Perhaps it's the cool smoothness of polished marble, the warm textures of oak planks, or the intricate artistry of patterned encaustic tiles. That first step is not just physical, it is sensory. The sound of your shoes against the surface, the way the material reflects or absorbs light, even the subtle transitions of color, they all whisper something about the home's soul. This is why entryway flooring is not chosen by accident. It is intentional, durable, and expressive. Lighting plays an equally important role. A chandelier may hang gracefully, shimmering with warm golden hues, casting gentle patterns across the walls. Or perhaps the design is minimalist, with recessed lighting that glows softly, guiding you inward without drawing attention to itself. In some homes, wall sconces act like delicate lanterns, flanking a mirror or a console table, creating layers of light that both decorate and illuminate. Designers understand that the entryway is not just a functional space, it is a stage where light sets the tone for the entire interior journey. But what anchors the entryway is often the presence of furniture and decor. A console table, slim yet striking, is a classic choice. Upon it, a vase with fresh flowers might stand proudly, bringing the outdoors in. A sculptural lamp may glow softly, or perhaps a curated set of books rests there, chosen not just for reading but for the statement their spines make. Above the console, a mirror reflects the space, doubling the sense of openness and offering that final check before stepping out into the world. Some entryways lean toward utility, a bench tucked against a wall, perfect for sitting while tying shoes or setting down a handbag. Beneath it, woven baskets store scarves, hats, or children's shoes, keeping clutter hidden but close at hand. Coat racks, whether sleek metallic bars or rustic wooden hooks, speak of both hospitality and organization. These are the unseen luxuries of a well-designed entryway. The ability to keep life's little necessities nearby without allowing them to overwhelm the design. Designing atmosphere. When we speak of entryway design, we are not merely talking about objects. We are talking about the choreography of movement. The way one walks in, the places the eye naturally rests, the rhythm of form and texture. Think of an entryway as a passage in music. It is not the main melody, but it sets the key, the tempo, and the mood for the entire symphony of the home. Every detail matters. Texture, for instance, plays a profound role. Smooth plaster walls may create serenity, while raw stone accent walls bring rustic charm. A rug beneath the feet, perhaps a runner with subtle geometric patterns or a vintage Persian rug with centuries of story woven into its fibers, softens the step and introduces warmth. The tactile experience of the entryway, from the handle on the front door to the fabric of the seating bench, creates layers of sensory memory. And then, there is the matter of scale. Some entryways soar with double-height ceilings, giving a dramatic sense of grandeur. In such spaces, tall mirrors, vertical artwork, or statement chandeliers accentuate the height, celebrating the architecture. Other entryways are intimate, small spaces where design must work harder to create impact. Here, every inch counts. A slim console table, a compact bench, or even a floating shelf becomes not only functional but artistic. In small spaces, mirrors expand, light multiplies, and decor must be intentional, for there is no room for excess. What we often overlook is the emotional power of an entryway. It is the threshold where we shed the outside world, the place where we hang our coats, set down our bags, and exhale the day's weight. A well-designed entryway anticipates this ritual. It gives us a moment to pause, to feel embraced, to shift from the public world into private sanctuary. Designers often describe this as the decompression zone, and in many ways, it is the most important function of the entryway. The language of color. Color in entryways has a profound psychological impact. A pale cream entryway expands the sense of volume and feels airy. Deep navy or charcoal, on the other hand, wraps guests in intimacy and sophistication. Designers often use accent colors, a bold red runner, a teal-painted console, or brass against matte black, to make statements that linger in memory. What's fascinating is how culture also plays into color choice. In some traditions, red at the threshold is a symbol of luck and protection. In Scandinavian design, lighter hues mirror the long winters, brightening the interior. In Mediterranean homes, sun-warmed tones like ochre and terracotta evoke a sense of timeless hospitality. A universal truth remains: color is not decoration alone, it is a storyteller that whispers the home's identity before a word is spoken. The human ritual. Design is never only about aesthetics. It is about people, about the rituals and rhythms of daily life. Think of the small but significant gestures that happen at the threshold of a home. Shoes are removed, coats are hung, keys are set down. It is a choreography repeated countless times, yet one that can either feel chaotic or seamless depending on the design of the space. Consider a small family home. A row of hooks, mounted low enough for children to reach, teaches responsibility while keeping clutter off the floor. A sturdy mat waits at the door, ready to catch mud or rain before it spreads further inside. A tall cabinet hides away seasonal coats, umbrellas, and bags so that the entryway remains calm even on the busiest mornings. This simple choreography of storage and function transforms what might otherwise be stress into ease. Or think of an entryway designed for hospitality, a space that anticipates not just the homeowner but the guest. A console table may hold a tray for visitors to leave small items, while a bench offers comfort as shoes are exchanged. Lighting here is crucial, bright enough to feel welcoming, but soft enough to suggest intimacy. The entryway becomes a gesture of care, of thoughtfulness, as if saying, "You are welcome here, and this space has been designed with you in mind." These human rituals give entryways their soul. They are not static showrooms, they are lived-in spaces where life begins and ends each day. A well-designed entryway embraces this role, elevating daily routines into meaningful experiences. Global inspirations. Across the world, entryways take on unique personalities, each shaped by culture, climate, and tradition. They remind us that design is never universal, it is always contextual, rooted in the lives and histories of the people it serves. In Japan, the entryway is called the genkan. It is not merely a passage, but a place of ritual. Shoes are always removed here, symbolically leaving the outside world at the threshold. A small step or platform often divides the genkan from the inner floor level, reinforcing the separation between public and private realms. Neat rows of slippers wait, ready to guide guests into the home. Decor is minimal, perhaps a simple wooden shoe cabinet, a vase with a single seasonal flower, or a hanging scroll with calligraphy. The atmosphere is quiet and respectful, designed not for grandeur but for mindfulness. To step into such an entryway is to feel a pause, a deliberate slowing down, an invitation to enter with intention. In contrast, Mediterranean homes often greet with warmth and vibrancy. Terracotta tiles underfoot radiate earthiness, sometimes arranged in geometric or floral mosaics. Each of these cultural approaches teaches us something universal, that the entryway is never random. It is deeply tied to how people live, what they value, and how they wish to welcome others into their world. Transitions and thresholds. There is something profoundly symbolic about thresholds. They are not just physical boundaries but emotional ones, moments of crossing over. In architecture, entryways embody this symbolism. They mark the transition from the external to the internal, from public life to private retreat. How we design them affects how we feel in this moment of crossing. Imagine a bohemian-inspired entryway. The air is filled with layers of texture and color. A Moroccan rug stretches across the floor, its reds and blues vivid against neutral walls. A carved wooden console holds candles, books, and ceramic vessels collected from travels. On the wall, a gallery of small artworks tells stories of journeys and inspirations. Plants trail from shelves, their leaves brushing against woven baskets and beaded curtains. This entryway does not whisper restraint, it celebrates abundance. Stepping into it feels like entering an adventure, a place where creativity thrives and rules bend. Contrast that with a modern minimalist loft. The entryway is stripped down to essentials. A concrete floor extends from the door inward, smooth and industrial. The walls are bare, painted in crisp white, interrupted only by a single abstract painting. A black steel coat rack stands against one wall, functional, sculptural, and unapologetically simple. Lighting is recessed, casting a clean glow that emphasizes lines and geometry. Thresholds carry emotion. They can be exuberant or restrained, dramatic or humble. But they always speak of movement, the act of leaving one space behind and entering another. Furniture and function. Furniture in entryways is often modest, but its impact is profound. A console table, slim and elegant, is more than a surface, it is a stage for storytelling. Upon it, we place objects that greet us daily, a bowl for keys, a vase of flowers, a framed photograph, a sculptural lamp. These are not random, they are carefully curated symbols of what matters to us. The console says, "This is who we are, this is what we carry into our home each day." Benches, equally, are more than seating. They offer pause. They invite stillness, even if only for a moment. They remind us that the act of entering and leaving a home need not be rushed but can be thoughtful. A bench with hidden storage beneath its seat solves the problem of clutter while providing comfort. In larger entryways, upholstered benches with cushions add a sense of luxury, blurring the line between practical furniture and hospitality. Storage solutions, often unseen, are the unsung heroes. A tall armoire that conceals coats, a series of baskets that hold shoes, or built-in cabinetry that blends seamlessly with walls ensures that the entryway remains calm, not chaotic. The most successful entryways often feel effortless, but behind that effortlessness lies careful planning of storage and furniture placement. Beyond aesthetics. When most people think of entryway design, they imagine furniture, flooring, or paint. But a truly powerful entryway goes beyond the visual. It orchestrates the invisible, the flow of movement, the energy of space, the emotional cues that guide people as they step inside. Flow is one of the most important yet subtle aspects of an entryway. It determines how easily one can enter, pause, and move onward. In a poorly designed entryway, the path feels blocked, shoes pile up in the corner, coats spill into walkways, and the space feels more like an obstacle course than a welcome. In a well-designed entryway, however, movement is effortless. The door swings open to reveal clear space, pathways are uncluttered, and furniture is arranged so that pause points, a bench, a console, a mirror, feel natural rather than forced. Good flow means that the transition from outside to inside is smooth, intuitive, and graceful. Psychologically, the entryway sets the mood of the home. Bright, airy spaces lift the spirit, while darker, more intimate foyers create a cocoon-like calm. Designers often draw from color theory to shape these emotions. Warm tones like terracotta, gold, or deep beige create a sense of comfort and approachability. Cool tones like soft blue or sage green evoke calm and balance. Bold accents, a dramatic red rug, a navy-painted wall, or a brass statement light, create excitement and energy. In small entryways, lighter palettes are often chosen to expand the space visually, while larger foyers can carry darker, richer hues that feel. But entryways also evolve with the seasons. In winter, thick rugs, heavier textures, and warm lighting dominate, creating a shelter from the cold. Baskets overflow with scarves and gloves, while hooks carry heavy coats. In spring, the decor shifts, lighter rugs, fresh flowers, and brighter accents reawaken the space. Summer invites breezy touches, woven baskets, greenery, and sunlight streaming through open doors. Autumn brings earthy tones, pumpkins on steps, and lanterns by the door. Designing an entryway with adaptability in mind allows it to stay alive, responsive to the rhythms of time. In today's world, sustainability also plays a growing role. Eco-friendly materials, low-VOC paints, reclaimed wood, and energy-efficient lighting all contribute to healthier entryways. More than just trends, these choices show care for the environment, for the home, and for future generations. An entryway designed with sustainability in mind carries its own quiet dignity, reminding us that beauty need not come at the planet's expense. At the heart of it all, the entryway is about human experience. The moment of stepping inside after a long day. The pause to take a breath before leaving. The welcome extended to a guest. The goodbye at the door. These simple, universal rituals make the entryway one of the most important, yet often underestimated, spaces in design. As we step back and reflect on the entryway, it becomes clear that this space is far more than a threshold. It is the intersection of design, function, and emotion, a space where practicality meets artistry, where welcome meets ritual. From the flooring beneath our feet to the lighting above, from the texture of a rug to the scent in the air, every detail contributes to an experience. A thoughtfully designed entryway tells a story about the home and the people within it, communicating warmth, elegance, or simplicity even before a word is spoken. It is here, in these few crucial steps, that first impressions are formed. It is here that we pause, breathe, and transition between worlds. It is here that memories are subtly anchored, the smell of cedar, the gentle glow of light on polished surfaces, the quiet hush of a soft rug underfoot. So as we close this journey through entryway design, remember this: the space you enter first is the space that sets the tone for everything else. Let it speak of who you are. Let it invite, guide, and comfort. Let it be a pause, a breath, and a celebration of arrival. Take these ideas, the textures, the lighting, the scents, the colors, the rituals, and imagine them in your own home. Let your entryway, no matter the size or style, always welcome you and your guests with warmth, intention, and beauty. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of entryway design. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts about entryways below. May your home always greet you with the grace and comfort that only a well-thought-out entrance can provide.